Hey, it's Austin Solomon with the Solomon Group Coldwell Banker. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Real Wausau Real Estate Show. Today we're talking about the age-old question, the question that I get asked a lot and I answer a lot, but that many agents might just shy away from. It's how do realtors get paid? So basically realtors get paid on commission. The definition of commission is a fee or percentage allowed to a sales representative or an agent for services rendered. So a lot of times we get paid a percentage of the sales price. And so today, we're going to talk about how much we get paid, what we get paid, and how that looks like. And we're going to keep it real. So the interesting thing about real estate is we don't get paid until a property actually closes. Like there's really no hourly rates. There's no guaranteed money. So if we showed a buyer 20 houses and they decide that there's just too much snow on the ground to move to such an area, and they decide to move to Florida, and we showed them 20 houses, but for that we don't get compensated. And this happens a lot, by the way, which is okay. Obviously, that's part of the industry, and that's, the nature is if you're looking for a paycheck, then that's not the right spot to be in. Obviously, you want to have the right motives and work for the best interest of the clients that you're helping. And some of that, that often means that we show a lot of houses or do a lot of stuff and the timing's not right. And we just, write that one off as a free experience. So, and real estate's not for everybody. Obviously, when starting out, there's a lot of gaps between sales and uncertainty, and that can be a little bit challenging when you start. So, so how much do realtors get paid? So for the majority of the time, we get paid a percentage of the price, whether it's land or residential property or commercial. It's a percentage, and I'm going to give you guys a realistic example here now. So say I help a buyer purchase a house for $200,000, and there is a commission offered to the agent who brings the buyer of 2.5%. Then 2.5% of $200,000 would be $5,000. So that's your commission would be $5,000. As a sub note, who pays for that? The majority of the time, the seller would pay the commission for the agents involved. So not the buyer in most cases. So the $5,000, where does that go? Does that go into the agent's pocket? Are they walking out of the room with a big 5G check? No. So most of the time, I should say, if the real estate agent is in fact an agent and not a broker, meaning if they work with a company, for example, like I'm an agent, I'm not a broker. So that $5,000 check goes into our office, or the agent's office, and then from there gets dispersed between the office and the agent. So I wish that full $5,000 went into the agent's pocket, but it does not. It gets split between the office and the agent, and obviously the office has a lot of overhead and expenses that go into the running of an office, the marketing, the office building, the all the equipment, the staff, and all the things that go into running a company. So from there, like I say, the agent and the office typically have what in our industry we call a split. So there's a way that the commissions are split among the agent and the office. And really those splits can vary depending on a multitude of factors. So that's how real estate agents get paid and how much they get paid. and how things are kind of handled. What's interesting about real estate is that a lot of times, like I talked about, we kind of work for free for, like, I would estimate 75% of the time, and we get paid super well 25% of the time. So meaning that a lot of times the work that we put in doesn't necessarily lead directly to a sale, which is the nature of the industry. But when things do connect and work out, the agent does get rewarded very well for that, for bringing that together. So, and it really is, it's not a bad thing. A lot of times it's actually favorable if you can focus on the right things and help the consumer and display, obviously, excellent service, focus on the buyers or sellers' needs throughout. The sales will naturally occur, and that's the belief that we demonstrate when we when we practice real estate, is obviously focusing on the right things, and the commissions and the payments will come as a result of doing the first thing, the most important thing, the best, which is obviously helping people. So there you go. That's how real estate agents get paid. It's a shorter episode today. We're keeping it real, and hopefully you guys have a great week. We'll catch you next week on the show.